brother Fred Silbereis. And we'll start off by asking Brother Fred, where were you born and raised?
Dayton, Ohio,
Dayton?
home of the Wright brothers.
Where,
Yeah.
Did you have a big family, or how many?
We were 4 kids, but 9 years from the oldest to the youngest. So I was like a small brother to my other two and a big brother to the youngest. I was the firstborn. I guess in grade school, what we do is play tag football or just tag, that kind of thing. We weren't allowed to do anything too violent because we'd get hurt. But we did that. I joined in on that. In high school, my parents bought another house in Dayton also, and we'd take a bus into Chaminade High School, named of course for the Marion's founder. More than half of my teachers were brothers or fathers. In those days, there were plenty of them. And they were having a competition, it seemed. They didn't say so, but it seemed like they were having a competition. Who could recruit the most boys to join? The last few months of high school, and I said, I got to make a decision here. So I said, well, let me come. So they said, we're having a get acquainted meeting, come and see meeting. How about coming? And I said, okay. And I went. And after I went, then they wanted to know, well, what'd you think? And I said, I'll give it a try. After finishing college, I started out at Marionist High School. 5 years in Michigan and 1 year in Ohio. And then I found out there was an opening at Chaminade College of Honolulu. And I had gotten by then a master's degree. And so I wrote and said, can I qualify? I'd like to apply. And I was allowed to go there. And so I taught at Chaminade College. It wasn't a university yet. 1976, 71 to 76. 71 to 76. Around 76, they decided they wanted to become a university, and my master's degree wasn't enough to keep me on staff. So they said, go get a doctorate, and then you can come back. We'll hold a place for you. Great. I went to Seattle. I got a doctorate. I wrote back to Chaminade. They said, fine, we're keeping our word. You can start in August. But the Marionist superiors said, we have another idea. And they sent me to the missions in Africa. And I was sent there to teach at a mission high school. When I got there, the mission high school did not need a teacher.
What did they need?
Nothing. They were doing fine. There was a miscommunication. Imagine that. So I went down the road and I found a government teacher training college that was hiring. So I spent my first 4 years in the mission teaching at a government teacher training college. I ended up 25 years in Africa. I started out in Kenya, teaching at the government teacher training college. After 4 years of that, the Marionist superior there said, we want to start recruiting African Marionists. Are you willing to take charge of that? And I said, oh my gosh. And they said, yeah. So I said, all right, I'll try it. I was doing that about 18 years. Then I was in Zambia for 4 or 5 years. This was toward the end of my time in Africa. My father was at that time rather ill, and I asked for a leave of absence to go home. And when he died, I just said, I don't think I want to go back. After that, I was living in Dayton, and I was living we have a retirement center in Dayton for the brothers and fathers who are too old to work, and they put me in what they called the support community. It was a community of 5 brothers who were younger, who were not ill, but who could service them with, entertainment, spiritual conversation, keep them alive, take them to the doctor and home back, whatever kind of things they needed. That was what this community did. So I was there about a half a year while they decided what they really wanted to do with me. And then I heard about, someone told me, in Maui, one of the brothers has recently left and there's an opening there. So I wrote and they said, that's not true, but you can come out anyway. So I've been here since 2010. January. So it's now been 11 years I've been here. I came out here because, just like Africa, they said, you can go out there or you can teach at the school.
Oh, okay.
And when I got here, the school said, we don't need a teacher. Same. Rewind, huh? But Father Orsini was the principal then, and he says, well, you came all the way here, you can be the librarian. You didn't have a librarian. So I was a librarian for a year here at the school. And then I switched over to working at the parish. And Father Roland hired me you can say, and without too much of a job description, he just says find things to do, you know. So I've been trying for the last 10 years to be useful, and often it means filling holes.
So what does the future hold for you now?
Yes.
At the end of June?
I'll be going back where I was just before I came here to that health center for the same thing. I won't be a patient there for a while. I'll be a person that they need somebody to do this for them, do that for them, organize something here or there. I don't really know what it's going to be. Very busy here these days. I haven't mentioned all the different things I've been doing. But there, it'll be start over, find things to do, and do them. Fill the holes.
Fill the hole.
Fill the holes.
So what will you miss most about St. Anthony or Maui?
Getting involved with people. Yeah. The Bible study's been particularly rewarding to see people come to that looking for something and seeing them get it. I've also enjoyed the music. I also enjoyed the banner making. Once I got past the first year or two trying to figure out what in the world am I going to do here? I'm not a priest. I can't, you know, do sacraments. Once I got past that, there's lots to do, and I enjoyed all of it. That's what I'm going to miss. I want to tell people that I'm going to miss them. And I hope they can, especially the lay Marianists, I hope they can prosper and grow, because we would like to have the Marianists. They are Marianists. They call them Marianists, even though they're not vowed Marianists. We call them Marianists, and we hope that the Marianists will stay here and have an influence on this parish and the school in one way or another for a long time.